Finding Dory. Also, season's greetings, everyone, and salutations. Those of you already watched the movie before, look it up. It's totally worth your time. Anyways, I'm gonna read to you this book. Finding Dory, written by Amy Novansky, written by Taswargant Ashi, Auto, designed by Tony Favaret. Okay, screw that. This is Dory. Dory is forgetful. When Dory was young, her parents collected shells and made travels for her to follow, so she would always find her way home. One day, Dory spotted a pretty purple shell in the distance. She wasn't allowed to swim that far, but Dory forgot. Dory was just about to pick up the shell when whoosh, she was pulled away by the undertone. Suddenly, Dory was all alone. She couldn't find her way home. Eventually, she forgot she was looking for. No one was able to help. And then she crashed into Merlin. Merlin was far from home, too. He was looking for his son, Nemo. Dory helped Merlin cross the ocean and find Nemo. She went to live with them. The coral reef she finally had in a new home. One day, Dory went with Nemo's class on a field trip to see the stingray migration. Dory got pulled into the undertone. When Dory returned to safety, she was flooded with memories of her mom and dad. She remembered where she was from. Dory wanted to go home, and with the help of some old friends, Merlin, Nemo, joined Dory on her trip across the ocean, all the way to Marl Bay, where she was scooped and taken away. Dory found herself in a tank inside the Marine Life Institute. This was where she was from. A cranky septopus, a 7-armed octopus named Hank, greeted Dory and agreed to help her find her family. He had 3 hearts after all. But Dory was tossed into the white whale shark pool, which is where Dory met Destiny. When Destiny heard Dory speak whale, she couldn't believe it. Dory, is that you? When Dory looked at the marine life substitute, Destiny had been pipe pals. They used to talk through the pipes that contact the other tanks. Destiny knew where Dory had grown up. Her whale has gotten really good, Destiny said. Thank you. Thanks soon joined them. Dory, he told Destiny and her neighbor Riley, a beluga whale, that she was looking for her family. Destiny told Dory to take the pipe to the open ocean exhibit. That was where she will find her family. Dory was worried she would get lost in the pipes, so she can find the other way. Another way. Hank and Dory rolled it, swam, and swang, and across the substitute to the open ocean exhibit. Dory was sad, had to say goodbye to Hank. She would miss him, but he wanted to go to Cleveland. You'll forget me in a heartbeat. Now, I'll go find your family, said Hank. Dory asked around for help, but no one knew where her family was. Then she saw something. Dory found her house, but it was empty. Suddenly she was filled with memories. She remembered her mom and dad hugging her. She had to find them. Dory spotted a purple shell in distance. I'm really heavily tired. As she swam towards it, she met a crab who told her if she went through the pipes, she would find her parents. She followed the directions and ended up in the ocean. She was all alone again. Dory worried that she'd never find her way home, and then she spun another shell in another. Dory followed a trail of shells and found her mom and dad. Dory was home again, surrounded by her family and all her friends. Wow, I can't believe I read the whole thing for 10 whole minutes. Alright, this one has... Well, the music you're hearing is from The Good Dinosaur. Yes, that's the movie's theme music you're hearing, the menu of it. There's Forky Little Puppy, Inside Out, which we'll get to another time. Toodle, Scruffy the Tugboat, Find Nemo, The Shy Little Kitten, and Zootopia, which I'll gladly like to review that movie someday as well. So yeah, if you have watched the movie before, it's pretty amazing sequel. You might enjoy watching it or read this book that's based off it. I do like the classic 2D, the art style. With Nemo, Merlin, Dory, and most likely these new characters. The movie came out in 2016, and this book is already... Let me look at it again. Yep, the same year as the film. Got this book for like a few cents. It was totally worth the wait. I know those of you are whether like a huge Finding Nemo fan or Finding Dory fan, you might get this book at the local library today. So I'm glad I had to read this book to you for like nearly 10 minutes. It's an interesting story about finding her family, along with her friends helping her. This book could not handle all the scenes from the movie, but yeah, this one is totally worth your time. And if you like to enjoy seeing fishes go out on a big adventure, you will have a wonderful time reading this good old Disney Pixar storybook. So I'll see you guys in the next video then. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all then.